And let's go through question 1. Okay, so Tiamo, when you're ready, you can write your answer in the chat and I will put it up on the screen for you. Beautiful. Okay, remember when we've got a number that's outside a bracket like this, we need to multiply it by the first term and we need to multiply it by the second term. So 2y times x is going to give us 2xy, and 2y times 4 is going to give us 2 times 4, which is 8. And then our variable is y. Remember, signs, numbers, variables. Okay, beautiful. Okay, do I have a volunteer for question 2? Or is no one feeling question 2?
May I try question 2?
I would love it if you tried question 2. Okay, take me through it.
Okay, so I got 5y.
Good.
Minus 2xy.
Beautiful.
Minus 2y.
Excellent. Can you tell me why you didn't minus the 2y from the 5y?
Sorry, ma'am?
Can you tell what you did was absolutely right? Just so that I'm clear, you did the perfect thing. Can you tell me why you didn't fall for my trap? Why did you not do 5y minus 2y? Why are we not allowed to do that?
Oh, I don't remember, but
but you knew not to do it. That's what's important. Yeah. Okay, so guys, remember when we're dealing with these, we deal with terms. So these questions are put into your test purely to try and trick you. So they want you to say, oh, that's going to be 3y, and then you get the whole thing wrong. Because remember, as maths teachers, we're nasty. But yes, Tansy, it's another way of looking at BODMAS, okay? So this multiplication here has to happen before I do that minusing. Okay, so that was a great first step. What's my final answer here now?
Wait a minute.
Are we just stopping there?
No, it is 7y minus 2xy.
Oh, mommy, I have a big trap, and you just walked straight into it. You walked into my trap.
Oh,
because is this a plus sign?
So, no.
Yeah.
No answer.
Yeah. Okay. Sia, hello.
It is the same.
Sia, were you here on Tuesday? Did I miss you? Did I just get like overly excited, but you were actually here on Tuesday? Okay, so we've got 5y minus 2y, which is our like terms, and 5y minus 2y is 3y. And then we've got minus 2xy. Nice job. Okay. Okay, Canva. Number 3. It's all yours. Take us through it.
4x minus 2x to the power of 2 minus 4x. Wait.
I really like the 4x and I like the minus 4x. What happens when we have a negative multiplied by a negative?
It turns into a positive.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so then what's my final answer going to be?
2x to the power of 2.
Beautiful. Nice. Good. Oh, we have someone new today, Mr. Shongwe. I've just gotten a message right now. We have a newbie. Welcome to our class. It is the best class. I hope you have fun. If you have questions, Mr. Shongwe and I are just on the other side.
We are ready now.
Okay, nice job, guys. Today we are going to be talking about a binomial times a binomial. So it looks like questions like this. Who can tell me what a binomial is? What does that word mean? Uzi? Okay, Canva beat you there. Okay, yeah, it means that there are 2 terms or there are 2 numbers. So if you think of things like a bicycle, it has 2 wheels. I can't think of many other examples here, but this part of the word, the bi part of the word means 2. So we're saying we have 2 terms that we're dealing with. Okay, so in example 1, we've got a binomial times by binomial. And I'm going to show you how to do it. Some of you may have already done this in class, so you should feel okay. Some of you may not have done it in class, and that's also okay. I'm going to talk to you about the different words different teachers may use, but it all does the same thing. So when we have a binomial times a binomial, the most important thing is that everything gets multiplied by everything. That's basically our role. So everything needs to get multiplied by everything. Okay. So let's, for example, take this first x. This x needs to be multiplied by that x, and it needs to be multiplied by that -4. So x times x gives us x squared, and x times -4 gives us -4x. Okay. All right, that's our first start. Next, we have our second number. So that was just our first number. Our second number is this -1. This -1 needs to multiply by the x, and that -1 needs to multiply by that -4. So -1 times x gives us -1x, or we could just write -x, and a negative times a negative is a positive, and 1 times 4 is 4. Okay, so that's our first step. Then we need to look for our like terms. So here I've got x squared doesn't have a like term, but I've got -4x and -1x. And so my final answer here would be x squared. -4 minus 1 is -5x, and then plus 4. Okay, so the first step, we multiply everything by everything. We write out our answers, and then we simplify. Now, some of your teachers may be using a word called FOIL. And you'll see that it's actually exactly the same as what I have just done. But let's talk about this in case that's what your teachers are using, and then it's the same word. So the F in FOIL stands for first. So it's when we took this x and we multiplied it by the first term. So first and first term. The O stands for outer. So it was the x and the -4, because they're on the outsides of my brackets. Inner, that's what the I stands for. That's the -1 and the x. And the L stands for last. So the -1 and the -4. So if your teacher is using the word FOIL, or often when people speak about binomials times binomials, they use the word FOIL, but actually it's exactly the same thing as what we've just done. And I find it sometimes can just make things more confusing. If you just remember that you need to multiply that by both, and you remember you need to multiply this by both, you're absolutely fine. Okay, Mr. Shongwe.
Right, thank you, Jennifer. Another way that you can use to remember that you have to multiply everything throughout is if you think of the bracket on the parenthesis, or let me say the binomial on your left, the x minus 1. Think of that as your food, right? There's x and there's the -1 that is your food. And then you need to dish up for everyone at home. And everyone at home is the parenthesis on your right, which is the x minus 4. So when you dish up, you make sure that everyone gets the food. So you give, let's say the x is chicken. You'll give the chicken to the person on the next bracket. So chicken is served, and then chicken is served twice because there's 2 people. And let's say -1 is rice. You serve rice to the person, the first person, and you serve rice to the next person. That way, you'll be sure that everything is fair. Everyone got everything. Not
Thank
mathematical,
you.
but it's
No, I like it. I think it's fun. Okay, so let's have a look at example 2. I'm going to talk you through example 2 again, and then I'm going to let you guys try example 3 for me. Okay, so example 2, we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to take this 2a, we're going to multiply it into both of those terms. So when we're working, remember signs, numbers, variables. So a positive and a positive is a positive. 2 times 1 is 2. A times a is a squared. So that was the 2a times the a. Then we have 2a times -2. A positive and a negative is a negative. 2 times 2 is 4 and a. Okay, next, 3 times a. A positive and a positive is a positive. 3 times 1 is 3, and our variable is an a. And our last one, positive and a negative is a negative. 3 times 2 is 6. And so we've done our first work. Then we just need to find our like terms. So in this case, it's the negative 4a and the 3a. And so we have 2a squared minus 1a minus 6. Okay. All right. I'm leaving you to try example 3 for me. Just try example 3. And if you're struggling with something, let me know, because example 3 is a little bit different. Sia, how can I help?
I'd like to try example 3.
Oh, great. Okay, talk me through. What should I do?
I think I'm gonna use FOIL on this one.
Okay. So do you want me to do FOIL with these 2 brackets first?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, cool. So tell me what I'm going to write.
Okay. So, ma'am, we're gonna first say x times x.
Yeah.
Yeah, is x.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
We're gonna say, which is positive x, and we're gonna say x times 5y, which is 5xy.
Good.
Positive 5xy.
Nice. Next.
And then we're gonna say negative 2 times x, which negative 2y times x, which is negative 2xy.
Good.
And then we're gonna say negative 2 times 5, negative 2y times 5y, which is negative 10y squared.
Good. Okay, where am I going to
Yes.
go to from there?
And then we're gonna look for the like terms.
Good.
Yes, the answer is x to the power of 2 plus x to the power of 2 plus 3xy minus 10y to the power of 2.
Good. Where am I going to go for my last step?
Oh, man.
You've done so well so far, but do you see you still have this sneaky 3 chilling on the outside?
Yes, ma'am.
So we have to still
Oh.
distribute him. So that 3 now has to
Are we
come
gonna-
in to everything.
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So what's our final answer going to be?
It's going to be 3 times x to the power of 2. It's going to be 3x to the power of 2.
Good.
And then 3 times 3xy, which is going to be 9, positive 9xy.
Good.
And it's going to be 3 times negative 10y squared.
So negative 30y squared. And that is our final answer.
Negative 30.
Nice
y
job,
squared.
Sia. Perfect. Well done. Okay, guys. So the trick with these
Yes,
types
ma'am.
of questions, Sia did that beautifully,
Oh.
is it was a lot, I know, is when we have 2 brackets that are next to each other like this, it often, there are other ways to do it, but the easiest thing to do is to first do the binomial times the binomial and keep it in this big bracket. That's the most important thing, is that we have to keep it in that bracket. Because if we don't, then this 3 over here, if we use the example that Mr. Shongwe gave us, that 3 is the guest who's trying to come into this home, and then that guest isn't going to get food to everyone. So we have to make sure that that 3 goes to all of the terms that are part of both of these that are being multiplied together. Okay. The other option that you can do with these questions, which some of your teachers may have shown you, is that you can first multiply that 3 in. So you could say that that's 3x minus 6y, and then you've got x plus 5y. But often what happens when people do that is that they forget then that this also has to be in a bracket. And so then things sometimes fall apart a little bit. So my recommendation is always to first do your binomial times your binomial, keep it in these big brackets, and then in your last step, distribute the number into both of them. Okay, while Sia was giving it that beautiful answer, someone was just asking a question about how we got this negative 1a over here. So I just want to talk you through it. When we have our like terms over here, we've got negative 4a, and then we've got plus 3a. And so if we're looking at those like terms, we've got negative 4 plus 3. And negative 4 plus 3 is equal to negative 1. And so that's why that term becomes negative 1a.
Oh,
Does that make sense?
yes, thank you.
Okay, no problem. Thank you for asking. Okay, last one like this. We have got example 4. And I think, do we have someone who's feeling like talking us through it?
May I try?
Yes, please. Okay.
Okay. So we got equals to 2x5.
Beautiful. You didn't fall for my trap. I'm so proud of you.
Yes, ma'am. And then we have positive 5 cubed y
Beautiful.
minus 4x squared
4x squared what?
y. 4x
Yes.
squared y.
Okay.
Um,
Last step.
negative 10 y squared.
Good. Now, do I have any like terms?
No, ma'am.
No. So that's my final answer. Well done. You did that beautifully.
Yes, ma'am.
It was wonderful.
Yeah, that was great. That was so, so good. Okay. I hope you're ready for your brain teaser. So for those of you who hadn't joined earlier, what I was trying to say to the people who got here just a couple minutes early, I gave the same brain teaser to the grade 9s in the lesson just before you, and no one got it right, not one person. So I'm holding hope that one of you is going to get it, but I'm worried I made it too hard this week, so we're just going to have to see. But I'm going to scroll it down. Remember, when you give me your answer, you need to give me all 3 answers at the same time so that you can win. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down and then let's see how you guys go. So for this one, I need to know what the ice cream cone is, I need to know what the vanilla ice cream is, and I need to know what the strawberry ice cream is. Go. Oh, Selena, I'll go back to that question straight after this, I promise. Thanks for asking.
Ma'am,
Mm,
is it 951?
no.
Ah!
I like the energy though, eh?
I think
Was
I have
he?
the answer. I think I have the answer.
Okay, tell me.
Is it 591?
No.
No.
Ma'am,
Sia?
I got 15.
15, as in one number.
So you have
I don't
to
know.
find the,
Can I
the
please
number of
try?
the code.
Yeah, you need to know each one of them.
May I
Oh,
please
oh,
try?
ma'am, I have the answers. I have the answers.
Okay, hold on. I have someone else who's trying. I heard a voice just now. I just couldn't see who it was.
Oh, okay.
Hi.
Hi. Who am I speaking
the-
to?
Khabani.
Thank you. Okay, what are my answers?
351.
No.
What close?
Uzi? I see your hand up.
No, ma'am, I had the first one right.
Oh,
I'm still
okay.
trying to figure out.
Okay.
Is-
Kinsani, no.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, do
just
the
looking
ice
through the
cream
chats
cones
now.
count in all of them?
Okay, so this is Faith, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what did you get?
No, I don't have the answer, but do the ice cream cones count? Like, even if it has ice cream on top of it?
What do you think?
Okay, cool. Thank you.
What?
Oh, I mean, do you have an answer for me?
No, apparently now we have to add the cones. So no.
Ah, we have an answer. We have someone who got it just
You're the
right.
winner!
Oh my gosh, we finally had a winner. I'm worried I'm gonna butcher your name. Mr. Strongway, please help me out here.
Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. All right. Can you all hear me?
Yay! Guys, our winner is in the chat, and our winner, the amounts were 3, 2, and 1. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, I just sent a message straight to Mutlago. So you've just gotten a very excited message from me. But for everyone else, our answers were definitely 3, 2, and 1, and we have one person who got it. You're the first person to get it out of 2 whole grades. So well done. I'm gonna let me just turn my video off, and I'm just gonna show everyone else how we got there. Okay, nice job, guys. All right, so let's go through these. So a lot of you actually were able to get to the cone, which was quite good. So you saw that that was 3 times 3, which gave us our 27. So we know, oh goodness. So we know that this is 3, and that's 3. And 3 plus 3 is 6, and we need to get to 10, which means that must be 2, and that must be 2. So you know that that's 3, and that's 2. And if this is 2, and that's 2, and that's 3, and that's 3, then that gives us 10, which means that this pink one must be 1. So 3, 2, and 1.
So
Well
those who
done.
got lost on the cones, they thought it's a plus, and it was the multiplication sign.
Multiplying, yeah. But you did really well, guys. I'm very proud of you. Nice job. Okay, we're going to move on today because I'm going to try and give you some time with, because we're going to be doing a quiz today. So I just want to give you some time at the end of the lesson. So yeah, you're 15, Sia. I was like, what are you doing? Okay, so squaring a binomial. Squaring, remember, that's when something is multiplied by itself. So like x squared, that means x times x. If I had 3 squared, that means 3 times 3. So if I'm squaring a binomial, like I have, let's say I had x minus 1 squared, then what that means, if we're breaking this up like I've written over there, that means x minus 1 times x minus 1. And I can just write that as x minus 1, x minus 1. Now, the most important thing is, and I say this to my classes every single year, when in doubt, write it out, okay? Because when people see a binomial that's being squared, so I'm going to show you like one of these examples down here, they're like, oh, cool, I can just square both of those. So that's x squared plus 1 squared, which is 1. And that is so wrong, okay? Because we lose all kinds of terms in the middle. So whenever we see that we have a binomial that's being squared, the first thing we want to do, and eventually you may get into a habit where you know how to do it and you can do it quick ways, and that's great. But in the beginning, when we're learning, write it out. So if we see we have x plus 1 squared, we're going to write out both brackets, x plus 1, x plus 1. And then we can see, okay, we need to do everything multiplied by everything, or FOIL. So we're going to have x times x, which is x squared, x times 1, which is x, 1 times x, which is x, and 1 times 1, which is 1. And so our final answer, because we've got these two like terms in the middle, is going to become x squared plus 2x plus 1. Okay, and did you see that when we did it like x squared plus 1, you land up missing this middle term, and that's why it's wrong. So when we're learning this in the beginning, the best thing to do is to just write out both brackets and multiply everything by everything, or do your FOIL, however you have been taught that in class, whichever words and vocab you have been taught. Okay, but I definitely recommend you write it out. So I'm going to just talk you through example 2, and then I'm going to let you try 3 by yourself. This concept comes up a huge amount in later years, and there's still matrics who make this mistake. So I want to drill this into your head now so that you don't make this mistake further moving forward. And whenever you see a squared bracket, you think, Ms. G always told me to write it out, and then you write it out. Okay. Because remember, trying to cut corners and make things go faster in maths is all fine and well, but if you get the answer wrong, it doesn't really take any time away. It doesn't help you. So rather take a little bit longer and make sure you're getting the right answer. Okay, so our first step is we write out both brackets. Next step, we multiply everything by everything. So 4a squared plus 8a plus 8a plus 16. Find our like terms. Add them together. 4a squared plus 16a plus 16. Final answer. Okay. Can everyone try example 3 for me? Oh, Anele has the answer. Oh, okay. Let me just help for a question. Anele, I'll come to you right now. I just want to help with a question quickly that's come in. So we get to the 2x because over here we've got 1x plus 1x. We just haven't written in those ones because we don't need to. Remember that 1x is the same as x. Okay. And that 1 plus that 1 gives the 2 over there. Okay. Anele, can you help us with example 3? What am I going to write? Hi. Yeah.
So I broke it up into 2 brackets.
Good. You broke it up into your 2 brackets. Excellent.
Then I timed the x in the first bracket by the x in the second bracket.
And what did you get?
X squared.
Excellent. Okay. Next.
And then I timed the x by the negative y. Negative
Good.
2y. Which I got negative 2xy.
Beautiful.
Then I timed the negative 2y by the x. And then I got the negative y. Negative 2xy.
Good. 2xy. Yeah. And then our last term.
Our last term is plus 4y squared.
Excellent. Okay. What's our final answer going to be here? Because I've got some like turns happening in the middle.
It's gonna be x squared minus 4 minus 4 xy plus 4y squared.
Well done. That was perfect. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, example 4 is quite a nice question because it deals with something we did on our previous page. I'm just going to scroll up. Don't worry, I will scroll back down to here, but I want to just scroll up so you can be reminded. Example 4 is very similar to this concept here. Okay, so I just want you to keep in mind what we spoke about when we did that question when you try example 4. Okay. Okay, give it your best go.
May I try number 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so first step, I split it into 2 brackets, but then I left the 3 outside.
Good.
By the first bracket only,
Okay.
Oh.
Then 3 open bracket.
Good.
Then we have 4x squared
Good.
minus 6x
Good.
minus 6x
Mm-hmm.
plus 9, close bracket.
Good. Excellent. Next line.
Then we're going to add our like terms, which we are left with 3 close open brackets.
Let me highlight them for everyone. Okay. Yeah.
Then we have 4x squared
Mm-hmm.
minus 12x
Good.
plus 9, close
Good.
bracket.
Okay.
And then
Last step.
our final answer is equals to positive 12x squared
Good.
minus 36x
Yes.
plus 27.
Excellent. Well done.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, guys, can you give me an idea in the chat where you're at with this work so far? So 0 means you have no idea what's going on. You feel completely lost and there's just numbers all over your screen. 10 means we're doing great. Oh, Canva, I always love your overconfidence. It makes me feel very happy.
A 1,000. Woo!
Ah, nice
Oh
job.
my
Michael.
goodness. That's a gazillion.
Nice job, guys. I'm really comfortable with these numbers. They're feeling good. Okay. Good. Okay. Okay, so we didn't we're gonna do the robot questions. I think we did do them last week. Yeah, we did do them on Tuesday. So they're gonna work the same way that we did them on Tuesday. So everyone, we're all gonna start, for those of you who weren't here on Tuesday, I'm just gonna re-explain this quickly. So we're gonna go through these questions and then we're gonna go through your quiz for the day. So green is the easiest level we have. Okay, then we move on to orange or yellow, which are medium questions. And then we move on to our red ones, which are the hard questions. Okay, so first step, every single person is going to do this very first green question. You are all going to do it. Don't write your answers in the comments because then people will see what the answers are. Just keep them to yourselves. But everyone needs to do that first green question. And then we're going to go over what the answer is. And if you get it right, then you're going to move on to an orange. And if you get it wrong, you're going to move down to the second green. Okay, so at the moment, everyone is just doing the first green question. I'm going to give you all a couple of minutes and then I'll let someone who feels like they want to answer, but just try these by yourself for the moment. It's okay. If you got kicked out from your internet, that's not your fault. Canva, are you putting your hand up to answer the question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm going to call on you in 1 minute, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Sia, yeah, you definitely can. Okay, Canva, first question, let's go.
The answer is x to the power of 2 minus 4x plus 2x minus 8.
Good.
Then x to the power of 2 minus 2x minus 8.
Excellent. Well done. Okay, that was really, really great. So one of the places that some people would have made mistakes here is that they wouldn't have done these correctly. You may have gotten a plus 2x there. You may have gotten a plus 6x there. You may have gotten a minus 6x there. That's a very common mistake, so don't feel bad if that was you. If you got this one right, then you are moving on to this orange question over here. If you got it wrong, you are moving down to this question over here. If you're finding these really easy and you're going through them quickly, then do both. Okay, because more practice in math can never, ever, ever hurt. Okay, who feels like they can talk us through the second green question? So this one over here, the x plus 1 squared. Do I have a taker? Or are you feeling a little bit nervous?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
can you please give us like a few more minutes?
Oh, yes, I can. I can.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, can I please try?
Yeah. Take it away.
X to the power of 2.
Okay, so I'm just going to write a step here just so everyone can see. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write out both. Okay, good. So x to the power of 2.
Plus 1x
Good,
plus 1x
good,
plus 1.
good. So what's my final answer?
X to the power of 2 plus 2x plus 1.
Excellent, Kinsani. Well done. Very, very, very good. Okay, and then Sia, I think you were my volunteer for my first orange question. So I'm just going to do one thing before you get going. When we have a big question like this, the first thing we want to do is we want to break it up into our 2 terms. Okay, Sia, we're all yours.
Okay, ma'am. So what I done was I written 4 minus 2 again,
Good,
and then I solved the bracket, and then I said the answer was x to the power of 2
Mhm.
minus 2x plus 1x minus 2.
good, great. Next step.
And then I wrote 4 minus 2 again, and
Good,
then I said x to the power of 2 minus 1x minus 2. Then I closed the
good,
bracket.
beautiful.
And then I solved 4 minus 2, which was 2.
No, you fell for my trap.
Ah,
Okay, because these are 2 separate terms. We're not allowed to minus
yeah,
that
no,
2 from that 4. We have to
remember.
take that 2 in first. I'm seeing some hands up. Who can take me away with the rest of this question?
I think I can.
Okay, take me through to the next part.
Well, I think that you leave the 4.
I do leave the 4. Well done.
Yeah, you write it down, then you say negative 2 times a positive x squared is 2x squared.
Good,
Then it's a negative times a negative, which is a positive.
good,
Then it's 2 times negative 1x, which is 2x.
good.
Then it's a negative times a negative again, which is a positive.
Excellent.
Then it's a 4.
Okay, beautiful. And then I have one last step that I need to do because I've got like terms happening over here. So what's my final answer?
Your final answer is 8 minus 2x squared plus 2x.
Beautiful. Well done. Excellent. Nice.
You are a
Okay.
star.
Yeah, that was really well done. But Sia, I'm so glad that you made that mistake because so many people make that mistake, and that's exactly why we need to talk about these. So it's a good mistake to have made. Okay. Yes, you can absolutely have the 8 at the end. But remember, we like to be stomps in maths, and we like to write things in descending powers of x. So the proper snobbery way of writing that would look like that. But you would never get marks taken off for writing it differently. But if we like to be fancy. We like to put it in descending powers. Okay, so at the moment, if you got that orange one right, you can give this hard question a try. If you got that orange one wrong, you can give the second orange a try. And if you got the green one wrong, then you can try the third green one. So you have all got a different option here depending on how you've done so far.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
don't you want to try the red one?
Are you going to try the red one?
No, not me. I mean you.
Me? I can do the red one. If I couldn't do the red one, we would be in a very bad position here. You would not want me to be teaching you. I can say that much.
Oh,
Well, I tried.
Just give it your best go. Tiamo has okay. Tiamo has the red one's answer. Tiamo, I'm gonna give you I'm just gonna give the others 1 more minute to work on it. So at 47, then I'm gonna call on Tiamo to do red for us. Because I want to start getting you guys into the quiz around 10:02-ish, just so that you can all get there and we can explain it and make sure you all know what's going on.
Ma'am, can I please do orange?
Yeah, Kinsani, if we have time, then absolutely. We might not have time, but then we will look at these questions at the beginning of the lesson on Tuesday, and then you definitely can. So don't panic. I will remember. Okay. All right. Tiamo, take it away with read. Oh, your sound is not happy. It's not letting us hear you properly.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can.
Is it 2y
Okay, good. I like it. Good start.
minus y?
Good.
I did it in a different method.
Okay, did you do this the quicker way?
Yes, I did that one, but I enclosed x minus 3 in a square bracket.
Oh, that's great. No, you absolutely can do that. There is nothing wrong with doing it like that. I will do exactly as you've done. Okay, keep going.
Oh wait, hold on. I think I got it wrong. I said
That's okay.
x plus 5. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Let me guys, I'm going to talk you through this one just because I know it's a little bit of a tricky one. So don't panic. You guys are doing really nicely though. Atiama, I'm just going to mute you because there's some background noise coming through, but thank you so much for trying. And it's really great that you checked what you were doing, which is good. So what Tiaman did here was he put them in like a big square bracket, which was a great idea because it makes us remember we need to do it first. So we've got 2y minus y, and then in this bracket, we're going to have x squared minus 3x plus 9. And then we've got our plus 3y on the side. Now, inside that bracket, I'm going to simplify my like terms. So I'm going to simplify those two. So I've got 2y minus y, x squared minus 6x plus 9 plus 3y. Let's see how many of you end up getting this right. Then we need to think about where our terms are. We've got 2y, then we've got this middle term, and we've got our 3y. So we need to bring this y into all three terms in that bracket. So we have 2y minus x squared y plus 6xy minus 9y plus 3y. And then in our last step, we get to just take our like terms. So we've got 2y and then a minus 9y and a 3y. And so we're going to say negative x squared y plus 6xy minus, what would that be? We've got 4y. Oh, you did the third question. Oh, I see. It's okay. Thanks for letting us know, though. That was great. Okay, so this is, did anyone land up getting that red question right? Can you let me know in the chat?
No, ma'am.
No.
It was hectic.
It was
numbers there,
hectic.
that side and everywhere. There was numbers
but
everywhere.
It's hard. I told you it was hard. Oh, someone did get it right, though. Mvano got it right. Oh,
Well,
great, guys.
congratulations.
Yeah, there's a couple of you who got this right. That's great. That's very exciting.
Yeah,
Okay.
really close.
Guys, these ones are tricky, but remember, it was hard. You forgot to make the 9 negative. That's irritating when that happens, I know. But you would have gotten marks along the way. We will have a look at the third green one and the second orange one when we start our lesson on Tuesday. But from here, we're actually just going to jump. We're going to sort of take a step away from this lesson and we're going to do a quiz. And I just want to explain how these quizzes are going to work. So every Thursday at the end of the lesson, you're going to do a quiz. Now, I'm not normally going to give you 10 full minutes of our lesson to do the quiz because I want to teach you for as much time as possible. But we want to make sure you know how to get onto the quiz and you feel comfortable with it. So I'm going to put the link in. Oh, Nokobongo, don't panic. We're going to be dealing with this more on Tuesday. These just take time and practice. Okay, I promise, don't panic. I'm going to put the link in the chat over there, and it's going to take you to a quiz. Now, your first goal is every single person, whether you are an old member or a new member, I want you to click on this link. If when you click on that link, it tells you that you are not signed in or you're not logged into Watobe and it's not letting you click on the link to do the quiz, then you need to let us know so that we can help you move forward from that. But the first goal, just so everyone is on the same page, is I want everyone to click that link that you see in the chat, which is going to take you to a quiz. And I want everyone to start that quiz and do your best to get it done. If you cannot get into the quiz, you need to let us know so that we can help you. So your goal right now is to click on that link, go into the quiz, and then speak to Mr. Shongwe and I if you cannot get into the quiz. Okay, that's your current goal.